Yeah, I've been playing that NBA Jam. And then the power went out. Yeah. Long
Ah,
story long. Power went out.
and then you guys played checkers and you won at that too.
Dude, I totally forgot how good I am at checkers. Holy shit.
I haven't played checkers in a
I
hot minute. I've been playing
dude,
chess a lot, but not
you know what it
checkers.
you know what it made me remember?
Mhm.
I remember as a kid beating my dad at checkers consistently to
Mhm.
the point where he refused to play me. Cause my dad's the kind of dude that like he taught me how to play chess and then decimated me at chess every single time. He did that with checkers.
Mhm.
But instead, for some reason, I can just see it.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
it for me, it just makes sense. I even remember going back to the video games on old um my old Game Boy. I had this like chess, checkers, backgammon, and one other game. There was a four.
Yeah, one of those where you can play board games. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
those games.
dude, I couldn't beat like I could beat like maybe the easy, but not even the medium on chess. I was just not
Mhm.
good at it. Backgammon, I didn't fully grasp how to play it, so I was like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't try to.
backgammon has always been a weird game for me.
I
It's
can't
like
even.
who the fuck even plays that?
But checkers, I
Mhm.
remember I could beat it. I could beat the computer on the hardest mode. Not every time, but I could do it occasionally.
But you had your moments. I feel like I never got that into checkers.
And
Like
that
I
was the only
played it when
reason I
I was a
liked
little
it.
kid, and like I was like, you jump over the guy, king me. Like I remember that shit, but then I didn't play it a lot. And then I got into chess, and then I got out of
Yeah.
all of it. But I've been playing a lot of
I've been
chess.
playing chess again
I've been playing a lot of chess on the internet in this quarantine, and I've noticed improvement.
in
And
your
I think chess is one of those
chess.
that you just have to play a lot.
Yeah. That's just like,
Like it's more complicated than checkers. And there's like techniques and tactics that even if you're like if
yeah.
one person knows them, like if your dad knew a few basic tactics and didn't teach you
I,
those, if he just taught you the
he taught
moves
me the
of the pieces,
rules, the
he taught you the
moves,
rules. Yeah, so then he probably knew like
a
a
couple
basic
opening
level,
moves.
like he knew to control the center or some shit like that. And
Yeah.
he
And
would
then,
castle early and develop his pieces. And then
yeah.
you were just like, the pawn moves here, the knight
Like,
moves here. The fucking
mhm.
I got the queen out. The queen's the best. And then he probably took the
I
queen
think
or
I played with
trapped
my
it or
dad.
something.
I remember playing like that and like he would just beat me so bad. I like Monopoly and I recently so I recently
Monopoly can get
dude,
hardcore.
Monopoly is a weird game
It
that
really
we
is.
play. Like my partner and I've been trying to play games, like board
Hmm.
games. So I bought Monopoly for my Switch. I was like, "Oh, that's cute." It just animates same game. It
Yeah.
just animates it and there's like different
Oh,
I
I
don't know,
love
boards
Monopoly. It's
that
a
you
lot
can
of
play.
fun.
Okay.
I don't think I've
It
ever played it with
feels
the correct rules, like where you bid on the properties, but other than that.
yeah, there's all these other rules that I guess I never played with. I was like,
Yeah, and
"Oh,
I
that's
think
interesting."
if you play with those, the game ends a lot quicker.
It
Like
ends
somebody
so much
crushes
faster.
everyone else.
Yeah. But what's weird about playing like just the two of
Hmm.
us is it's like we're trying to bankrupt the other person and it's just like this is my this is my person and I'm just trying to get them like put them in a hole. Like it's
Yeah, you're
very
just like, oh,
weird
you can't pay.
psychology. Like
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you
like
can't pay the rent on that spot.
yeah, like
What are you gonna do for me?
like
We
yeah.
can work something out here, buddy.
Like,
Yeah.
we can work out some deals. But I was thinking about it and I was like, my
Yeah, that
dad
does feel
used to
predatory.
just crush me at this game. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like when I think back on that, I remember the first time I beat him and he threw like my dad like like threw the board and was just like
Damn,
I
dude.
was it was like I had checkmated him in
Hmm.
the equivalent of checkmate in Monopoly to my
Yeah.
dad and he just was like he totally flipped out and he like knocked the board. I don't know if he like it seemed like it was like an accident and just the pieces went everywhere and he was just like I think we better go to bed or something,
I
but it was
remember
like
getting
late.
I remember like Monopoly gets emotional, especially when you're a kid. I remember I was like 8 or 10 years old one time playing Monopoly, like my family and my little sister. So if I was 10, she was like 6, and she was demolishing us.
Yeah.
I remember feeling awful about. I was like, man, I
I
just got my ass kicked, bro. Like I was like really sad.
it's just like a really weird game. I'm just like, this is the most American thing ever. It's like, hey family, let's get together and bankrupt each other.
Yeah,
It's
it
that
really
weird.
is. It
It's
really
also
is a
like,
weird game that way.
yeah, like it almost feels like it just like perpetuates all this weird stuff with like between your family, where it's almost like everyone's trying to like get each other's money, and it's almost
Mhm.
like when people pass away, like it's like, well, you're not as old as I am. I'm not even that old, but like people in my life have been dying more often. Like the older
Mm,
you get, that just like happens.
okay.
All right, sorry to take this to a dark place, but like
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Turn
the
this into a real
executor.
downer.
I'm an executor of my mom's will and stuff, and so she's always updating me on it. I'm like, Mom, stop! I don't
You're
like thinking
bumming
about
me
that.
out, Mom.
Like, you're really
I
bumming me out. But like,
know.
especially after all this COVID stuff, like, so
Mhm.
she's like, you know, like updating the will stuff, and so I think about it occasionally, and I'm just like, man, because I think about it with like my siblings, and like because I'm gonna be the main person that's just like figuring it out because she
Yeah,
knows that I
like
own
you're
a
gonna be
business and
divvying things up.
yeah, and like I trust my siblings. Like we're not that kind of we're not that kind of people.
Mhm.
And but when you play these games, it's just like it's just very weird. It's like maybe we are a
Then
little
you're
bit.
sitting there like, thank God I'm the person in charge of this
We're
will,
just like
because
bah!
your
Like
sister over
yeah.
there is gonna be like, yeah, you're not passing go. No $200,
Like
motherfucker. Straight to jail. Straight to jail, bitch.
straight to jail.
Boardwalk. You're on
Go to jail
boardwalk.
again.
Cough up.
Another DUI? No. Like DUIs for everybody. Like going to jail goes straight to jail. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
I wish I had some deep cut references on Monopoly, but nope, I just went with the surface level.
But
What a
man,
hack.
dude,
Anyway.
today playing checkers, it was so funny because I was like beating him super bad without even barely trying.
Mhm.
Because I look at the board
And then
and
did
I
he beat
think
you
about
once and
all
you
the
flipped the
possible
board?
moves. No, no board slipping happened. But I think about all the possible
Yeah.
moves, and then I counter to every one of those moves. So I'm like, okay,
You
you're gonna
would
move
be good
here,
at
and I'm gonna.
chess.
If I put some effort
You
in,
would get obsessed with
I'm
chess.
like,
Don't start playing it.
but I was
Because I
thinking,
know you and
no,
you would not leave your computer for a
I'm.
week. You would
I
pay
don't
the
like
money
losing.
for the
Yeah, I'm like,
subscription and you would take every chess lesson. You would watch hours
oh,
of
you're
YouTube
right.
tutorials. Yeah,
You're
don't
super
start
right.
playing chess. You'll go down a rabbit hole.
I know. These three bowling balls.
Yeah, you
It's four
own
bowling balls
multiple bowling
that are
balls.
behind me.
Don't get any new hobbies.
Oh, we should do an episode about my bowling shoes.